We're going to make some pinto beans with Italian sausage. Use whatever flavor Italian sausage you like, but I'm using the Italian sausage because I like the amount of fat in there and the texture later when it's cooked. It's going to be cooked all the way with the pinto beans, stewed, and it will come out very, very soft. And there we have the garlic, onion, celery, carrots, a little thyme, a little oregano, bay leaf, fresh chicken stock. And the pinto beans were soaked overnight. And usually if you soak your pinto beans, whatever the volume is, say it's 1 cup of pinto beans, you'd put about 2.5 cups of water because that's how much they expand. This container was up to here with the pinto beans, and now it's all the way to the top. We'll dice everything up. We'll get started with this. First thing I'm going to do is put a little olive oil. And that little pan's been hot already. I'm going to brown off the sausage. Now I'm browning the sausage. As soon as I get color on the other side, I'm going to throw the vegetables in there. Wet them up a little bit, and then add the rest of the ingredients. Now we'll just add all the vegetables, the bay leaf, we'll add the thyme and the oregano. You know what? If you like other herbs, just put them in. You want to put some cumin in here, allspice. You don't want to put any. It's up to you. You can season this any way you want. But the basic, you get nice flavor when you use the vegetables. And this Italian sausage, which is a sweet one, will impart a good flavor. That's what I happen to have. If I had a hot one, I would have used hot. So we'll just cook this up. This will take about 3-4 minutes. Now it's been about 3 minutes, and the onions are a little bit translucent. And if you want to brown the vegetables, that's fine too. That'll just impart a little different flavor. And I always use a lot of vegetables making items like this. They disintegrate, plus it makes it taste good. Now we're going to add the beans. Don't forget to pick through the beans. Sometimes you might find little pebbles in there. We'll add to the beans the stock, 2 cups of chicken stock. But you know, if you like beef consomme, you want to add that, that's fine also. And a 1/4 cup of tomato sauce. Why don't I put tomato sauce? Well, I got Italian sausage and I figure it just goes well together. And just enough liquid. 2 cups of water also. Now you just watch this, and you, after it boils, cook it slowly and just keep the liquid just to cover the beans. And then we're done. We'll cream the beans up a little, and this should come out very nice. I'm going to set the timer for 1 hour. After it starts to boil, This will take a couple of minutes. And then the fact that we soaked the beans, they should cook a little bit faster. I don't want to lose a bean. There's one. And we'll put a little salt and pepper in there later. Now that it's come to a rolling boil, we'll lower the flame, and it is best to cover it. This way it won't reduce as fast, and also you won't make a mess on your stove. And I'm coming back here in an hour to take a look at it. Well, I forgot one more item. I have 7 baby Bella mushrooms here. You can use whatever you want, cut like scallop style. And I'm going to add them, but not now. It's not necessary. I'll add them like the last 15-20 minutes of the cooking. Well, it's been exactly 1 hour. Let's see how we're doing. I want to see the texture of the beans. Figure how much longer we need to cook. They still feel a little firm. Quite a bit. If you notice, the level is staying the same, the liquid, because it's covered. So steam stays in there. So I'm going to give it another half hour, which will make it an hour and a half, and then we'll check it. We're up to an hour and a half. I'm now going to add the mushrooms. And this will change the flavor in a positive way. And test the beans once again. Still crunchy. I mean, another half hour. Which means so far, it's been 2 hours. It will be 2 hours. Be back in a half hour to finish up, hopefully. Don't worry about that. Now it's been 2 hours. The beans are very close to being ready. Didn't have to add any more liquid. So we'll give it another 20 minutes. Hi, Ed. Well, it's been 2 hours and 20 minutes. I removed the sausage at 2 hours so I can cut it and then put it back when everything is done. And at 2 hours and 20 minutes, ten more. Looks like it's going to be 2.5 hours plus. Well, we're at the end of 3 hours now, which is the longest I've ever cooked beans, which I really don't understand since these beans were soaked overnight. Well, maybe the beans are 100 years old, you never know. Okay, that's what it is. Not that they're 300 years old, but we have, they're cooked. Now what we do is, we want a creamy mixture. So what do? You smash the beans, so a percentage of them. Turn this pot into a nice creamy mix. Now what I'll do is, now I'm going to dice up the sausage, place it back in here, adjust the seasoning, and all the ingredients and everything will be listed on the video. So just a few more minutes, just pressing and breaking the beans, mashing them, and then the next day when you heat this up, it'll be even creamier. A nice bowl of rice and this goes very well together. Now we'll just add the diced sausage back into the mix. These pinto beans look more like red beans, but they were pinto beans. And that's it. We're done.